she had hit the slopes dozens of times, but all it took was one time not wearing her helmet to change everything.
That's right. A snowboarding trip to Cabernet this winter was a real eye-opener for Julia and her family. Now on the road to recovery, the 19-year-old agrees to share her story on behalf of the Brain Injury Association of Michigan.
The Brain Injury Association of Michigan serves as kind of the conduit organization between some 200,000 individuals living with a brain injury in the state of Michigan and their families, and this vast, broad, deep network of rehabilitative facilities, providers, and professionals that we're so fortunate to have here in the state of Michigan, including Mary Free Bed. We are so pleased and proud of our Think Ahead campaign, which is a new campaign designed to incentivize kids of all ages to wear their helmets for individual recreational activities. In other words, any activity that's not governed by the sports concussion law or that's not governed or overseen by the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Individual recreational activities like skiing, snowboarding, and in the summertime biking, where the only criteria that people use to put on their helmet is choice. So we're incentivizing them to make the right choice by providing, in the wintertime, coupons issued by the ski patrols that either rewards kids for wearing their helmet, in which case they get a coupon for a free hot chocolate at McDonald's, or if they're not wearing their helmet, they get a coupon that's a 20% off coupon, good at 25 participating ski retail facilities across the state of Michigan. It's been a tremendous success, and we're so thankful for partners like Mary Free Bed, and looking forward now to the summer activities like biking, when we're going to get into bike programs like Lids for Kids, which we hold in Grand Rapids and of which Fox 17 is a major supporter of. The biggest statistic that hit us was that nationally, 88% of head injuries which occur from falling off a bike can be prevented simply by wearing a helmet. But you juxtapose that number against the fact that less than 50% of kids and adults actually wear the helmet that they have. So you look at those two things and think there's a gap, and that really underscored the need for a program like Think Ahead in Michigan, and that's why we started it.
So then you can see at the bottom, it'll show you how fast you're going, and it does show you in your gauge cluster too.
Okay.
How fast you're going.
You know, I just am a very active person. I love to just keep myself busy throughout the day with different sports and activities and hobbies. Well, I was back home visiting for Christmas break. I was snowboarding at Cabernet. It was a great day. I was so excited to go out snowboarding finally. And I was snowboarding with my dad and then my stepmom and stepsister that day. And, you know, it was Friday night, and so it was night snowboarding, skiing. I don't remember, like, what happened, like how I fell, any of that. Like, I don't remember my last run at all. That's where I kind of my brain kind of shut out that portion of, you know, the injury.
Yeah.
But apparently, obviously I fell, hit my head, and somebody from the ski lift saw me and saw that I wasn't getting up or moving, and they got help right away at the top for ski patrol to come get me. And so I'm assuming they got me pretty quickly, of course, and yeah, so they took me to the emergency room there, and my dad came and stuff, and then they transported me to the Cadillac Hospital and did CT scans and whatnot, and saw that I had brain bleeds and brain injury, so they were planning on airlifting me to Munson Hospital in Traverse City, actually. It was bad weather conditions, I guess, at that point in the night, and so then we just took an ambulance up there, and yeah, so then I was admitted in that hospital, and I was there for a week, and honestly, they were expecting me, when they got back all the scans and stuff and tested me again and whatnot, they were planning on me being in the hospital probably for about 2 to 3 weeks at least, and just crazy with how they even said possible surgery at times, I guess. And but I really don't have much memory for the first few days of being in like the ICU or any of that at all. So I was going through speech therapy. I have probably my last one on Monday. They took me off physical therapy right away, and then I just was able to drive this past Monday. So now I'm driving again. I'm doing my regular activities as far as running like 45 minutes, going to yoga, but I'm planning on going back out to California and getting a place and be working and going back to my regular daily life, you don't know what can happen. It's crucial to have that helmet, to be prepared for all of that, whether you're confident in yourself or not. Like, you never know what could happen if just one little thing can completely change, your life at that point.
I'm a ski patroller. I patrol at both Canonsburg and at Crystal Mountain. So one of our jobs as a ski patroller is providing first aid to anyone that gets injured on the hill, and that includes brain injuries. So when someone gets injured, either we come upon it first or someone lets us know that there's an injury for us to respond to, and we'll provide medical assistance as needed. So she had kind of 2 different areas of bleeds, and I believe it was in the front of her brain, and that can affect areas like memory and cognition and your motion and kind of who you are as a person. And it also can affect some motor things. She also had some axonal tearing, which is the neurons in her brain got damaged. So she had quite a lot going on with that injury that she got when she fell. She wanted to get back to driving. She was doing remarkably well, so she didn't really need much from us in terms of traditional occupational therapy. So we just assessed her to make sure that she had all the skills she needed to be able to drive again safely. So like the memory and processing, cognition, speed of processing, her visual scanning, all those things can be affected after a brain injury, and we wanted to make sure that she had all those skills in place to be able to return to driving safely. When I first saw her chart, I was expecting someone with a lot more difficulties, and I was just amazed at how well she was doing, and she really didn't have too many problems from what I saw when I assessed her. So she got really lucky, and she's a healthy girl to begin with, so I think that really helped her cause. If you're healthy and fit beforehand, that can really help your recovery. We have a whole team of therapists that specialize just on brain injury, whether it's a traumatic brain injury, a moderate brain injury, or even a mild brain injury like a concussion. We have specialized teams that will help you get back to your daily life, whether it's your balance for PT or your memory with speech. We have all the traditional therapies, and then we have additional therapies like recreational therapy, psychology, nutritional therapists, all those kinds of things to help really treat the person as a whole and work together as a team to collaborate to get them back to where they want to be. The single most easy way that you can help protect yourself when you're skiing, biking, snowboarding, wake surfing, any of that kind of stuff. It's simple to get a nice helmet. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't matter if you get an $80 helmet or a $300 helmet. That helmet will help protect your brain so that you don't get a significant brain injury.
She is doing absolutely phenomenal. Did you know she actually was on the surf team out in California too? She's extremely active, and I think that's helped tremendously. But Julia looks forward to heading back to California soon once she gets clearance. And to learn more about preventing brain injuries or more help concerning this topic, please visit biami.org/thinkahead.
Just like Miami, but with a B, in case you want to know.
Oh, yes.
Every time I see that, I'm like,
Miami.
B-I-A-M-A, Miami.
There you go.